Coming back on Steel and Vance. Can you see me through the smoky haze, Lynda?
I went to go to the grocery store today and I thought, is it foggy? Is it hazy? Is it smoky? What is it? But Brad, our executive producer, flew in today on Harbor Air, which is one of my most favorite things of all to do in the world, is to take one of those float planes.
Here's
and look
a fun
at the
fact.
view.
I've never done it.
You have never done it? Oh, I've done it like multiple times, and it's like
Well, not
a
everybody
West
gets to do
Coast
Lynda
experience. No, it's amazing. I love
wanna
Harbor
go.
Air.
Let's go.
Anyway, but let's talk about
let's
the air
go to the
quality.
Christmas party on Harbor Air. Okay.
Oh, you're making plans.
I'm
now,
making
right?
plans. The Czech Christmas party. We want to invite Handsome Brad. Dial us in. But that viz of the smoky haze. Now, a fun fact about me is in the very early 90s, 90, 91, I lived in Los Angeles for a very brief period. That was my backpacking around Europe thing. And I remember I worked in the Hollywood Hills, and I was driving around in my little Honda Accord hatchback, and I was looking up at the smog and thinking, man, this is bad.
Nasty.
I'm sitting in the source of that smog. And ultimately, that's why I moved back. I moved back because I thought, you know what? I got to get back to Vancouver before it happens here, thinking to myself, it'll never
guess
happen
what?
here.
It's happened here.
So
I
what's
think we
happening
actually
here?
have some video. I don't know
Yeah.
if we played it from, this is in
at
downtown in Gastown. You can't even see the buildings.
That's
this
smoke.
is what it was like today. So if you're someone who has any kind of COPD or asthma or anything, it's not been good, and it's been tough right around the province. There's forest fires in around Hope and what have you, and
Forest fires from the U.S. and in the interior, and I was chatting with somebody from the BC Lung Association, as you do, and they were saying that it's a 10 plus in the Fraser Valley, and
what does that mean?
That means it's the worst possible level of air quality. It's the worst on the planet.
Yeah.
Okay. But when you're down there at Harbor Air and you're flying in on a beautiful clear day, there's nothing like it. I'm sure I've seen. Handsome Brad keeps showing me the video.
Super
I'm
lovely.
really mad at
It
him about
is
it.
really,
Kind of
it's
a little
worth doing,
aggressive, passive
honestly, and it's fast.
Yeah.
But I digress, because the bottom line is that, you know, when you're trying to get outside and love the great outdoors and whatever, maybe you want to go on the seawall or into Stanley Park. And oh, guess what? Stanley Park back in the news again because the controversial bike lane that the last park board put in. They said
That's
we're going
me right now.
blow out one lane of traffic and we'll put it in a bike lane. And now the new ABC supermajority is saying we're going to take out the temporary bike lane, go back to 2 lanes. This is what it looks like right now.
Okay, let's go to our Twitter poll before you chime in on how you feel about this,
Okay.
Lynda, because the Twitter poll, very definitive. My question, with the new park board incoming, what do you think should happen to Stanley Park Drive? That's what it's called,
Right.
Stanley Park Drive.
Okay.
And here are the results of the poll. Stay as it is now, which is the pandemic, closed to most vehicles, and people with disabilities can't even really access the park, and all the parking revenue is gone and the businesses are going under. Or go back to pre-pandemic, which is just straight up two lanes of traffic and you use the seawall, or you're careful with the bikes. Or 2 lanes for traffic plus a separated bike lane, which is the plan, I believe, with ABC. That's a painted green, but there's room for it. There's only one spot on the hill up to Prospect Point where nobody's going fast. It's a hairpin turn, and you come back around. It's a switchback. If you're riding up there, you know what? And I want cyclists to be safe. I love to cycle. I love to cycle in Stanley Park. This is not an anti-bike rhetoric. I get attacked all the time by the cyclists. They're like, you hate bikes. No, I don't.
Nobody hates bikes. No. Here's the thing. I think what people have hated was the fact that it got really slowed down. And if there was a horse and carriage in front of you and suddenly everybody's going really slow, if you're an ambulance trying to get somewhere or the fire department, it's not getting anywhere quickly. So
That's a
big
problem.
It was not working.
No.
So people were saying, and I kind of think, is it not time, and I'm sorry if your business is to run the horse and buggy thing, but is it not time to stop doing that?
I think it's time to stop horses doing that for sure. I think there's plenty, there are plenty of options. And Jan Arden, who was here on season 1, episode 1, that is a big issue for Jan as well, because the wellness of these animals and the people that run it, it's been grandfathered in, the ability to run this business. But when it started, it was 7 people in the back with 2 horses, and now it's a team of 4 or 6 horses with 30 people in the back.
Have you seen the horses in New York that are literally collapsed on the street because they're exhausted?
I'm a horse person.
Yeah. Anyway,
this is not my
I mean,
jam,
I'm sorry
guys.
if that's your
Let's get
business,
rid
but
of
it does make me wonder, if it's not time to.
So what do you want in Stanley
doing
Park?
that.
But even though, like, do you care?
I would like to see an option where everyone can just be okay with it. I don't think that you need to have one full bike lane plus another bike lane on the seawall and then just jam up traffic and emergency vehicles. And people who live out of town or live outside of Vancouver, or families who got to pack the picnic lunch, you need to come in a car.
Totally.
So
What about
yeah, I
somebody
would
with a
say
disability?
2 lanes
They want to access.
and a safe bike lane.
Safe
would be
bike
great.
lane. 2 lanes and a safe bike lane. I agree with you on that wholeheartedly. I would also like to see, if I may, the park board not mess with city streets. Your job is not streets. Your job is to keep our parks well, safe, and functional for people. It's green space to be used by people who live in the city.
Stay
period.
in your lane.
Stay in your lane.
Right? There
Look
you
at
go. Okay. Still ahead on Steel and Vance, a troublesome school trustee known for his anti-SOGI, anti-LGBTQ views is out. And Canada's first openly trans school trustee is in. Our next guest has been railing against intolerance. Our friend, radio host Drex, joins us next.